more in the nature of the text? Absolutely. Because ultimately it is disappointing what the young lady had to be put through.
Tonight, 2 schools in Acadiana addressing concerns about a teacher and coach who's now facing a criminal investigation. The investigation over a sexually explicit video being circulated online. This is the video. We have blurred it because we can't independently confirm its authenticity. But it apparently shows Jacob De La Paz, who was most recently a coach at STM, saying sexually explicit things to someone he tutored. Tonight, there are questions, if not one, but 2 school systems missed red flags about De La Paz. Jim Hummel joining us live from Vermilion Parish with the story. Jim.
Marcel, good evening. Jacob De La Paz also worked as a teacher and a coach here in Vermilion Parish. Tonight, the superintendent of schools is addressing concerns that we've been hearing from parents, whether the district missed red flags in hiring De La Paz back in 2017, despite disciplinary action he faced previously as a teacher in Arkansas. Now, as I mentioned, De La Paz was hired here in Vermilion Parish in 2017. The administration was aware he was facing a complaint in Arkansas over text messages with a student. A disciplinary hearing in Arkansas was held in 2019 in which the Board of Education ruled those text messages with a student were inappropriate. In those text messages, De La Paz referred to the student as his future girlfriend and told her they needed to keep their relationship a secret and be good actors. De La Paz says the administration here in Vermilion Parish was aware of the case. Tommy Byler was his principal back at North Vermilion at the time. De La Paz says the administration was aware, they were supportive and even mentoring, but today I spoke with the now superintendent who says he didn't know the full context. Do you feel like you were misled?
I feel like if I'd have probably had all of the information out of Arkansas before, I think it would have probably raised a few more red flags. But at the time, when you call the Department of Education and they tell you he would be eligible to teach if he was staying in his school in Arkansas, all I can do is make that recommendation, right, wrong, or indifferent, called my people and say, is he eligible to teach?
STM referred us to the Diocese of Lafayette for a comment. We've yet to hear back, but KATC Investigates did obtain a note that went out to STM parents on this matter. The Chancellor says De La Paz is no longer associated with STM as of yesterday. There are no reports or evidence that STM students were involved. They say De La Paz was safe environment trained, and the school acknowledges that De La Paz did make them aware of an isolated infraction, as they call it, prior to being hired by STM, but he was ultimately hired last year because the school says there were no further issues after his probation period, nor here in Vermilion Parish with his previous employer. Now, in light of that video that you saw a bit of at the top of the show, we did reach out to law enforcement to see if there is any investigation. We did hear back from the Vermilion Parish Sheriff's Office. Deputies tell us they have received a complaint about De La Paz and an investigation is underway. We're live in Abbeville tonight. Jim Hummel, KATC TV3.